Like, it's a ton of turbulence, and I'm like, I'm gonna die before I can get back to Rochester. Like, there's no way I'm gonna make it out of this. And I have, I'm not gonna be able to get my own oxygen mask. Like, I can't hold on to anything. I can't, what if we crash and I make it and I'm handcuffed to this guy that I don't even know? Like,
It's what bossy does. Bossy is what bossy does. Bossy is what bossy does. Bossy and we bossy.
what's up, guys? I'm Diamond Janay, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, go ahead and like this video. So like you guys see in the title, this is a story time, and it's about something that real life happened to me. I can't make this up, y'all. I was really in jail for a month. Without further ado, let's get in. So it actually all started when I first got my license back in 2010. My mom bought me my first car. I got my license and I thought I was hot stuff, y'all. So I'm driving around, giving everybody rides, collecting my little $5 gas money, because y'all know gas was real cheap back then. But yeah, so I'm doing a lot of that and not really realizing that I'm putting so much wear and tear on my car and that anything can happen. So it was one day where I was driving. I think it was fashion show practice for a fashion show. And of course I had a car full of girls because we were young and ain't nobody have no car. So I'm dropping people off, and before I know it, I'm getting pulled over. So I get pulled over, and it was for like, I think it was like uninsured motorists or something like that. Mind you, I'm 18 years old. I don't know that I'm supposed to be paying my own insurance, or like, I thought my mom just take care of that and I was supposed to drive. So of course I get a ticket for uninsured motorist, and it was just uninsured motorist the first time. So I did not know that I'm supposed to pay the ticket. Like, nobody gave me the information that I needed as a 19, 18-year-old driver. Like, to pay these tickets, you have to show up to the court date or they're going to suspend your license. And that's exactly what they did. They suspended my license. So I'm still driving around doing everything for everybody, everything for myself, and just living like I have a license. Next time I get pulled over, still don't have insurance. So not only do I get an uninsured motorist ticket, but I get a unlicensed driver's ticket. Yeah. They let me go. They wrote me an appearance ticket and they towed my car. So I got my car out of tow. I'm like, okay, well, all I gotta do is go to court. Went to court and I paid the ticket. So I'm like, okay, I have a license now, right? No. Once they suspend your license, there's other steps you have to do to get it back. Long story short, I'm still driving around with no license and I get another ticket. So if you don't know, once you get multiple unlicensed driver's tickets, it becomes a felony, and it's called like an AOL, like aggravated operating without a license or something. So by this time in life, like, I had really got into my modeling stuff, and I moved to Georgia from New York. Cool. Still don't have a license, and I'm like, okay, I can't be in another state. Like, my mom is not here. Like, I need to get my license straight. So I go and I apply for a license. I had to take everything over. I did my permit, I did my license, got my license. Cool. I think that's the end of it. It is not. So I get pulled over with a license later on for something else. I think the cop said that I was driving suspicious or whatever, which I was, because they make you so nervous when they get behind you and they just follow you. So I'm making all kinds of crazy turns into one-way streets, and I don't know, just trying to get him to turn the other way so that he won't pull me over. Even though at this point I had a license, but I was traumatized, y'all. So he pulled me over and he's like, what's your name? And I'm nervous, so I don't tell him my name. I give him my sister's name. So he looks me up and he's like, is this you? And he shows me a picture of my sister, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. And he's like, okay, get out the car. And immediately I almost die. So I get out the car. He's like, I'm gonna need you to get in the backseat of my car so I can ask you some more questions. I'm like, okay. So he put me in the backseat of my car. I still have my phone and everything. And I guess it's protocol to look through your car to make sure like you don't have any weapons or anything. So he's looking through my car, and I take my phone real fast and I call my sister. I'm like, yo, please give me your social security number, because he just asked me for the social security number. And I said, I don't know about her. You know, I'm young or whatever. But yeah, so she's like, nope, you're not using my name. And I'm like, dang, you just gonna let me go to jail? So I hang up with her, and all I hear over the radio was somebody saying, the person that's in the back of your car, that's not her. That's not her. I just heard her car. Something like that. So I didn't even realize that when you're in the police car, like, they're listening and watching you in the back seat. So they heard me asking my sister for their social security, for her social security number. So the cop come back, he's like, look, I know this isn't you, and it could be 10 times worse if you don't tell me who you are. So who are you? So I ended up giving him my name or whatever, and he takes me to jail for something about like using another person's name. I don't know. But either way, I get bailed out, and I'm thinking that is the end of it. Like, I have a license now. I'm going to tell the truth from now on. Like, that's the end of it. One day, I'm looking for a job, and somebody comes up to me like, hey, I remember you from New York. Like, you used to be on the cheerleading team at East High School. Like, you used to choreograph for the Iverson fashion shows and stuff. Like, are you interested in being a choreographer for a local high school? I think it was like Redan High School or something like that. And I'm like, yes, I would love that. Like, that is my passion. Outside of modeling, like, I love putting together shows and choreographing stuff. So I'm like, yes, this is what I need. So I talked to I don't know if it was the principal or the board of directors or something at the high school. Talked to them, and they're like, okay, we just need a background check. Like, go down to the police station, have them run a background check, print it out, and bring it back to us. And I'm like, bet, I'll be right back. Go to the police station, and I'm like, hey, I need a background check. Do you guys think you can run it for me? And he's like, yeah, sure. Give me your name, your birthday, your social security number. So he's running it. He's like, okay, go over there, have a seat, and I'll bring it out to you. 10 minutes go by, nothing. 20 minutes go by, nothing. Okay, so now he's getting on the phone with somebody, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, nah. So he comes out, and he's like, are you aware that you have a warrant in New York State? And I'm like, no, like, I have a license now. I got my license. No. He's like, yeah, you have a warrant. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll take care of it. And he's like, yeah, you're going to take care of it because I have to put you under arrest today. And I'm like, okay. So my mother-in-law at the time was with me. She's like, all right, we're just going to come down to the jail. We're going to bail you out. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we get down to the jail. I still have on my regular clothes. They get me into like I don't know if it's like a booking room or whatever with the different individual jail cells. So I'm in there, and they're like, we talked to New York, and they're going to extradite you. So you're going to have to stay here with us until they come get you. So I'm still not panicking at this point. And I'm like, okay, well, it's an 18-hour ride. Like, if they wanted me that bad, they're coming today. So they're coming to get me. Nope. So I think maybe 10 o'clock comes by, and they're like, all right, we about to dress you out. And my heart immediately drops, because dress me out for what? Like, they coming to get me. Why I gotta get dressed? So they get me dressed into like this green kind of scrub thing, and then these open slide sandal things. And I guess they get everybody dressed at the same time and then bring them up to the actual jail together. So we're sitting in this room just waiting for, I guess it's a certain number that they have to take everybody up by a certain time. I don't know how it works, but we sat there for a long time. So they shackle us all together, I think by like our left leg, and we're walking up to the actual jail. So when we get up there, there's two different, I won't say rooms, it's like two different pods. So there's a felony pod over here. You can kind of see through everything. And there's a general population pod over here. Felony pod is obviously for people with a felony. And the general population pod is the pod for just, random stuff that's not that serious. Like, they getting out tomorrow. So, of course, I'm like, I ain't do nothing. Like, I'm going to the general population pod. Nope. They sent me to the felony pod for driving without a license. So I walk in and I'm super nervous because I know there's like killers, all kinds of stuff. Like, it was a lady in there who stole a fire truck. Yeah. So they're like, go ahead, you're up in bunk 6 or whatever. Go meet your bunkmate. So I'm taking my time going up the stairs, and everybody's looking at me like, okay, like she's fresh meat or something. And when I say these girls look bad, like they look big and manly and scary. And little old me, I had just dyed my hair red. I look cute. I got my baby hairs done. Still got a full face of makeup because I went to an interview. Yeah. Anyway, so I go up to the pod, and the girl is really nice. She's like, hey, you can have the bottom bunk if you want. Yeah, so immediately I start feeling a little warm and just like, okay, I could have been in a bunk with anybody and they matched me with this cool girl. So I feel a little bit safe, like maybe she'll take me under her, her wing. Get up there and we start talking, and this girl done murder her husband. Y'all. So after crying all night, it had to be like 4 a.m. and I'm woken up to click, 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 click. So that's like each individual door is opening and it's time for breakfast at 4 a.m. So I'm like, no, I'm not about to get up. Like, I've been crying all night. I'm tired. No. So I'm listening to all the girls down there and I'm already nervous. I'm like, I'm not about to go sit with them. Like, I'm not eating here. I'm going home tomorrow. So my bunkmate, she comes back and she goes back to sleep. So I'm like, okay. Maybe 4 hours later, my stomach started growling. I'm like, all right, well, what time is the next meal? And she's like, oh, girl, that's why it's important to get breakfast because we don't have lunch until, I think she said, I don't know. It was a long time until lunch, and I am starving. So by the time lunch got here, you hear the click, 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 click. Again, doors open. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go have lunch, and I'm going to sit with her, and hopefully she has some nice, not scary friends. So I go down there, and I'm like, hey, can I sit here with you guys? And she's like, yeah, come sit here. She introduced me. She said, this Diamond. None of the girls say nothing. It's like everybody is miserable there, and they just want their food. Like, they don't want to have a conversation and talk to you. So the food comes by and it's like some sloppy oatmeal and peaches and I don't know. Just, it looked like dog food, something that they should not be feeding to humans. And I couldn't eat it. So I drank the milk. And then they told me like, okay, well, see if you have phone privileges. Like if your people put money on phones. So I didn't, and the girl was like, all right, if you need to call your mom or something, like you can use my phone privileges. And I'm like, thank you so much. Call my mom, and I'm like, when am I getting out of here? And she's like, well, I talked to the lawyer, and the lawyer said that we just have to wait for them to come and get you. It can be anywhere from 45 days. 45 days for driving without a license? So time is going by and I'm getting more comfortable. I'm making friends. I'm reading good books. Getting used to the schedule and the times and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. Like, I really don't have a choice. I'm getting my phone privileges. I'm still talking to my husband whenever I can. I'm talking to my mom whenever I can. And everybody's nice. So next thing I know, there's a lawyer that comes in and he's like, hey, there's another inmate here on the men's side, and he's from Rochester, New York, and he's getting extradited as well. We got word that he's getting moved this weekend, so we think they're gonna take you too. And I'm like, bet. Like at this point, I had already been there for maybe 3 weeks. Yeah. So one morning, I think maybe 2 days after they told me that, all I hear is clink. And that's my door, just my door alone at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I get up and they're like, pack your stuff, it's time to go. Yes, I pack my stuff. I'm giving out lotion. I'm giving away chips. I'm giving away hair grease, whatever. I don't need it because I'm going home. So I get down to the downstairs of the jail and they let me put back on my regular clothes. And I'm thinking that, okay, they're going to come and they're going to, I don't know, make me sign something and like issue me a bench warrant or something, and then I can just go home. No. The people from Rochester, New York came and got me. They shackled me and this other guy, and we're walking through the airport in shackles for driving without a license. So I'm already scared because this is like maybe my third time ever getting on the plane. And on top of that, like I'm in shackles, I'm in handcuffs. And I'm scared because I don't know what's going to happen when I get to New York. Like, I've already done almost a month in jail in Georgia, and you're taking me to New York, and it's on It's on a Friday, so I know for a fact that I'm not going to be able to see a judge until Monday. And then on top of that, I'm thinking back, like, I haven't been to Rochester in a long time. Like, I don't know what kind of enemies I got there. I don't know who I'm about to run into that jail. Like, they going to beat me up. So I'm on the plane and I have to pee. So I tell the officer that's with me, I'm like, ma'am, I have to pee. Like, what am I supposed to do? And she's like, okay, we're going to have to walk you to the front of the plane so that you can pee. So I'm walking past all these people. It's so embarrassing with shackles on my feet and handcuffs on my hands so I can get to the bathroom. I'm thinking that I'm going to be able to go in the bathroom. Like, where am I going? In the bathroom by myself and pull down my own pants and pee. Nope. They made this female officer go in that little bathroom with me and sit there while I pee to make sure I don't go out. Not the airport bathroom, the plane bathroom. She had to come in that little space and sit there and watch me pee. It was the most humiliating thing I have ever experienced. So we get back to the seat and landing comes and my heart just instantly drops because like it's a ton of turbulence and I'm like, I'm going to die before I can get back to Rochester. Like there's no way I'm going to make it out of this. And I have, I'm not going to be able to get my own oxygen mask. Like I can't hold on to anything. I can't, what if we crash and I make it and I'm handcuffed to this guy that I don't even know. So we ended up landing and once again, we're walking through the airport. But this time, it's not the airport where I don't know people. This is my hometown. I'm walking through Rochester, New York's airport with shackles and handcuffs for driving without a license. So we get to the jail and they're like, so we can't put you in general population until your tuberculosis test come back. So I'm like, okay, cool. I get my own cell and I can just get through this weekend and I'll be able to see a judge Monday. Man, when I tell you those individual cells was nasty and stank and I don't know, it was inhumane. Like all of this for driving without a license. So I get up there and I'm just praying the whole time, that God just gets me through this. Like, I'm like, what did I do to deserve this treatment? What did I do to deserve like this amount of punishment? Like, yes, I drove without a license, but they took my license and I got it back. Like, come on, give me a little something. So the weekend goes by and I finally get to see a judge and they ended up letting me out with time served because normally for that crime, I guess, you're supposed to, I think it's like 3 days in jail or something like that. So they ended up, it wasn't a felony anymore. It was a misdemeanor and I ended up getting time served. So not only, let me remind y'all that I am coming from Georgia and it's in November in Georgia. And it was actually pretty warm in Georgia. So I had on sweatpants, a little t-shirt and some sandals. Coming to Rochester, New York in November with snow. So I'm waiting outside the jail with sandals on, some sweatpants and a t-shirt. And it had to be like less than 20-degree weather, waiting for my mom. My phone is dead. They transported all of that stuff from Georgia. My phone is dead. I don't have a wire in my bra. Like, I don't know. It was just a really terrible experience. But yeah, I said all that to say, as adults, we need to be mindful of taking care of our things. I am definitely going to tell my children how important it is to have a license, get a license, and keep your license. Because Uncle Sam don't play. Like, I paid all of those fees to get my license back to still have to face a judge and sit in jail for 31 days for driving without a license. So I think I failed to mention, before I took that background test, I kind of knew that I was wanted, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal because everybody in Rochester, New York was sending me like this newspaper ad from Crime Stoppers. They had me on Crime Stoppers. If I could find it, I'll post it right here. But they had me on Crime Stoppers for driving without a license. Yes, it's wild. I had a girl inbox me like, where you at? Because I'm turning you in. They got I think $500 reward. But yeah, that's the story time of the time that I went to jail. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. I will never go back again, and I hope none of you do. Like I said, get that license, keep that license, and maintain a healthy record. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so now. Like this video, thumbs up this video and share it with somebody because it actually might help someone. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.